So today we're here to celebrate this LEED Gold building and welcome it into the midst of the 4,500 other LEED certified projects that are across the world and across this nation. The design team for this project really had current and future students in mind as they went the extra step to make sure that each student had access to natural light and views in all their spaces that they occupy within the building, as well as address the indoor environmental qualities by specifying low VOC paint and carpet and other materials to keep pollutants out of the air inside the building. Even with all the windows and the glass, they still managed to make the building 38% more energy efficient than our baseline energy code. And they achieved this by doing things like using high efficiency glazing, lighting, mechanical systems, increased insulation in the building, strategies such as thermal mass, as well as exterior shading devices to help keep direct sunlight out of the building. While this site that the building is sitting on reduces the stormwater runoff by 25%, the actual building itself reduces internal water consumption by 36. The contractor, while they were building it, was able to recycle 87% of the construction waste generated by the project, diverted that from landfills like traditional projects tend to do. So by incorporating these green building strategies, they really raised the bar as to what we should expect and demand out of our built environment. And so we applaud the university for their continued support of green building and sustainability. And I'd like to welcome Dean Baird up here as we proudly present this plaque for the new LEED Gold Residence Hall.
Thank you so much. It's really an honor to be here to receive this, and I feel very much like a person out of place. Just about exactly 5 years ago, I was interviewing to be Dean of the Honors College, and part of that process I met with somebody I didn't know, a man named Gene Luna, who said, "Oh, well, you should know that there's this building that we're thinking about for incoming honors students." And I said, that's interesting. I, at the time, like many faculty members, didn't know anything about housing. You educate students, they come to your class, you teach them, they go away, and where they go, well, that's someone else's problem. Coming to the Honors College has been, for me, a great education in what education is really about. And Gene Luna was the beginning of that, and building this building and working with Gene and many, many other people has been a great experience for me, and now I think very much ultimately for the students who live here. I think the thing that I have learned the most is something that probably I always knew. Education is immersive. If you go back to when you were in college, yes, you went to classes, but the whole experience was what education was about. I think it's very easy as an educator, as a professor in the classroom, to focus on the classroom, but it's become very clear that it's not just happening in the classroom, and that's why building a green building is so important. The students are being immersed in all of the issues surrounding sustainability, living responsibly on this planet, and we know, everyone here knows, that in the next 20 to 50 years this is going to be absolutely critical for the future of how we can, as a species, survive on this planet. So to make a immersive